Towering mountains plunging straight into sapphire seas, medieval towns frozen in time, beaches that rival the Mediterranean's best, yet without the crushing crowds. Welcome to Montenegro, one of Europe's most spectacular and overlooked countries. We're globe gallopers, and today we're exploring a land where the Adriatic meets the Balkans in a perfect blend of history, nature, and pure beauty. Let's begin. Wedged between Croatia, Albania, Serbia, and Bosnia, Montenegro may be small, but it packs in more drama per square kilometer than almost anywhere in Europe. It's home to fjord-like bays, Venetian-era towns, alpine national parks, sparkling lakes, and a culture shaped by centuries of Ottoman and Mediterranean influence. In this guide, we'll journey from the cobbled lanes of Kotor to the soaring peaks of Durmitor National Park, from the warm sands of the Budva Riviera to the tranquil waters of Lake Skadar. Whether you're chasing history, beaches, or breathtaking landscapes, Montenegro delivers, and we'll show you exactly why. Our first stop is the Bay of Kotor, Montenegro's crown jewel and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Carved by ancient glaciers, this bay is often called Europe's southernmost fjord, though technically it's a drowned river canyon. Surrounded by towering mountains, the water here is a deep, reflective blue, so still it feels like a mirror. At the heart of the bay lies Kotor Old Town, encircled by massive stone walls dating back to the Venetian era. Inside, labyrinth-like alleys open into sunlit squares where cafes spill out onto cobblestones. Climb the San Giovanni Fortress for sweeping views over the bay. The zigzagging stone stairway is a workout, but the view from the top is pure magic. A short drive along the bay takes you to Perast, a small Baroque town that feels like a living postcard. Its most famous site is the pair of tiny islands just offshore, Our Lady of the Rocks and St. George. You can hop on a boat to visit Our Lady of the Rocks, a man-made island crowned by a charming church filled with maritime paintings and local legends. The beauty of Kotor Bay is best experienced slowly, sipping coffee by the water, watching sailboats glide past, and listening to church bells echo off the mountains. This is Montenegro at its most romantic. Moving south along the coast, we reach the Budva Riviera, Montenegro's sun-drenched playground. Budva itself is a mix of medieval history and modern beach culture. Inside the walls, Budva's old town is a warren of narrow streets, tiny churches, and hidden courtyards. The architecture has a distinctly Venetian flair, and from the old citadel you get sweeping views of the Adriatic. Step outside the walls and you're in a world of golden beaches, lively promenades, and beach bars pumping music until the early hours. Mogren Beach, with its golden sand and dramatic cliffs, is just a short walk from the old town. For something livelier, head to Slavenska Beach. The Budva Riviera stretches for miles, with resort towns like Basici offering a more relaxed pace. Wherever you stop, the water is warm, the sunsets are fiery, and the mood is pure holiday bliss. Just 15 minutes from Budva lies Montenegro's most photographed spot, Sveti, Stefan. This tiny island, connected to the mainland by a narrow causeway, was once a fishing village. Today it's an exclusive luxury resort, but even if you're not staying there, you can admire its iconic silhouette from the beach. The surrounding waters are a kaleidoscope of blues, and the nearby Queen's Beach is one of the most beautiful stretches of sand in the country. Head inland, and the scenery shifts dramatically. Durmitor National Park is a land of jagged peaks, alpine meadows, and glacial lakes, Montenegro's answer to the Swiss Alps. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a paradise for hikers, climbers, and anyone who loves dramatic mountain scenery. The park's most famous landmark is Black Lake, a twin lake formation surrounded by dense pine forests. reflecting the sky like a flawless mirror. It's perfect for a peaceful walk or a picnic with mountain views. Just outside the park lies the Tara River Canyon, the deepest canyon in Europe, and second only to the Grand Canyon worldwide. You can raft the crystal-clear rapids, soar across the canyon on a zip line, or simply marvel at the view from the Durmitor Tara Bridge. Clinging to a sheer vertical cliff, Ostrog Monastery is one of the most important pilgrimage sites in the Balkans. Built in the 17th century, this whitewashed complex seems to defy gravity, tucked into a mountain face 900 meters above the Zeta Valley. Pilgrims and curious travelers climb the steep road to reach it, where they're rewarded with sweeping views and a deep sense of peace. Even if you're not religious, the setting and architecture are unforgettable. Straddling the border between Montenegro and Albania, Lake Skadar is actually the largest lake in the Balkans, and it's a paradise for nature lovers. Its waters are dotted with lily pads, fringed by wetlands, and home to over 280 species of birds, including pelicans. One of the prettiest spots on the lake is the village of Rijeka Krnojevica, where stone bridges span tranquil waters and time really seems to stand still. You can take a boat trip across the lake, stopping at tiny islets with medieval monasteries. Guarding the entrance to the Bay of Kotor, Herceg Novi is a sunny coastal town with a laid-back charm. It's known for its botanical gardens, mild climate, and a long seaside promenade, which is just perfect for evening strolls. The old town climbs the hillside in layers, with stone stairways leading to hidden squares and fortresses with panoramic views. In the far south, near the Albanian border, lies Ulcinj, a melting pot of cultures and a gateway to some of Montenegro's longest beaches. Velika Plaza, or Long Beach, stretches for 13 kilometers, making it perfect for windsurfing or just finding a quiet spot to relax. Ulcinj's old town has an Ottoman feel, with narrow streets, mosques, and houses overlooking the Adriatic. High above the Bay of Kotor lies Lovćen National Park, home to sweeping vistas and Montenegro's most important cultural monument, the Njegos Mausoleum. Reached by a winding mountain road and a final staircase of 461 steps, the mausoleum offers one of the most spectacular panoramic views in the country. Montenegro isn't just about sightseeing, it's a playground for adrenaline seekers. You can raft the Tara River, paraglide over Budva, hike mountain trails, dive into the Adriatic, or cycle quiet coastal roads. In winter, you can even ski in the north before heading to the coast for a sunset swim. A Montenegrin cuisine is a delicious marriage of Mediterranean freshness and Balkan hardiness, shaped by centuries of cultural crossroads. On the coast, menus overflow with freshly caught seafood. Think grilled squid drizzled with olive oil, octopus salad with lemon, and platters of mussels steamed in white wine and garlic. In the mountains, the food becomes heartier. You'll find slow-roasted lamb cooked in traditional sack ovens, creamy kajmak cheese served with warm bread, and bean stews that have been simmering for hours. One of the most famous specialties is Njeguski prosciutto, a smoked ham cured high in the mountains of Njegusi, where the crisp alpine air gives it a distinct flavor. Montenegro also takes pride in its wines. The rich red Vranak and the crisp white Krstak pair beautifully with local dishes, and small family-run wineries often welcome visitors for tastings. Don't skip the rakia, a strong fruit brandy offered as a sign of hospitality. The best time to visit Montenegro is late spring to early summer, May and June, or early autumn in September. During these months, the Adriatic is warm enough for swimming, the days are sunny, and you'll avoid the peak crowds of July and August. If you're a fan of hiking in the mountains, September is especially beautiful, with cooler air and golden autumn light. You can arrive by air into Podgorica or Tivat, and ferries from Italy bring you straight to the coast. The country is compact, but public transport between smaller towns can be slow, so renting a car gives you the freedom to explore remote beaches, national parks, and mountain villages on your own schedule. Montenegro is part of the Eurozone, which makes transactions simple. While credit cards are widely accepted in tourist areas, keep some cash on hand for small cafes, rural markets, and parking meters. English is spoken in most tourist towns, but learning a few words of Montenegrin, like hvala, which means thank you, will earn you instant smiles. One final tip: give yourself time. Even though Montenegro is small, it's a place best enjoyed slowly. Plan for lazy mornings by the sea, unhurried drives through winding mountain roads, and plenty of coffee breaks at sun-dappled cafes. Here, the journey is just as rewarding as the destination. From medieval towns to wild mountains, from tranquil lakes to sun-kissed beaches, Montenegro is a country of endless surprises. It may be small, but its beauty is anything but. If you're looking for Europe's next great adventure, without the crowds, Montenegro should be high on your list. If you enjoyed this guide, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who loves hidden gems. Until next time, happy travels.